ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
If I can't do it, homie, it can't be done.
VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another Q&A session going down, so get those questions in. If you guys are watching this on replay, hit the subscribe, turn on all notifications so you know when I'm going live, so you can come get your questions answered as well. And just pay attention for the questions that I'm answering, because I'm sure I'm going to be talking about questions that you have about players. Let's shout out that chat. What up, Toker1J? What up? What up? I got a question. Who is the Saints' second best coach of all time? I have no idea. Is Sean Payton? I would assume would be like their best coach of all time. Hey, Rush Lord in the house. Sorry for no live stream yesterday, guys. I was working on my starts and sit videos. Just kind of a new style that we're going to be going with. So it took a little bit longer. Also, I had to do some soul search and figure out how we were going to switch this up. And I think I figured out a good system. I need you guys to let me know if you watch the starts and sits. What do you think? There's two videos. There was one RB start and sit, and then a wide receiver start and sit video. JPZ, what up? Frank in the house. Bakes in the house. KJ, what up? He said, what up, fam? What's better, play Komet or Taysom Hill or Dawson Knox? I'm leaning Komet. All are not too good this week. Hey, Minnesota Marty, what up, bro? Frank, what up? Mooney, London, J-Mo, Higgins if he plays. Pierce, all BTJ, pick 2. As of right now, I'm picking Mooney and J-Mo, but things are going to be things may change. You know, it's only Thursday right now, and none of these guys that you picked play tonight. So yeah, make sure you come back with this question again. And Frank said Hunter Henry or Hawkinson. I'm leaning Hunter Henry in this matchup specifically. Let's see. Savage Jeremy, I got to activate Nico, but man, I can't drop anyone. Bucky, Tillman, DJ Moore, Sutton, JSN, and Njoku, Ferguson. I'd probably drop Ferguson. Let me see. I mean, he has good games week 14, 15, and 16, but man, yeah, and Njoku's got a really, really good schedule. Right. Yeah. And I mean, that it sucks. Yeah. Anyone you would drop would be picked up instantly. And yeah, it'd either be Ferguson or JSN. But yeah, I mean, you're just in a position right now where, yeah, no matter who you drop, someone's going to pick them up. I mean, it's a good problem to have, you know. Seawolves, what up? Frank said Herbert or Burrow. Man, it's so tough to get off the Burrow train right now. I'm just going to go Burrow. Hawkinson and Njoku or Ferguson. Leaning in Njoku in this matchup. Stevenson or Chubb. Ooh. This one's tough. I'm kind of leaning Chubb in here, but very, very close. Stranger, shout out to the Houday Nation. Crispy. What up, Crispy? Seawolf Standard, Oliver, Wright, Goddard, John Smith, or Fryer. I'm assuming Fryer Muth. Kind of feel like Oliver. It's man. I mean, all of these matchups are really tough this week. All right, Rush Lord said I like this week's start and sit format the best. Perfect, because that's the way that it's going to be moving forward. If there's anything specific that you like about it, let me know, because I want to know what people thought was good about it. And then if there's anything that you think that I could improve, there's definitely room for improvement. Like a lot of it, I did this. I mean, even though it took me like all day yesterday to do these 2 videos, a lot of it because I was thinking about what to do and how I was going to get certain things kind of involved. So the first half of the day was a lot of contemplating and thinking, like, what am I going to do? What numbers could I get involved? You know, because like the numbers that I pop up on the screen to kind of give insight into the game a little bit more, and then into the matchup specifically. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Anything where I could improve. And trust me, I need all the feedback. And then what you liked, and then what I could improve. There you go. And Rick, I just traded away Kelsey, Lamb, Ramondre, received Neighbors, JT, Kincaid. I think I'm going to regret it. I mean, you might. If it's redraft, it's kind of whatever, you know, but giving up Kelsey, I mean, for Kincaid, I mean, you know, I know there's a lot of other pieces in here, but it's like the pieces that stand out are getting rid of Kelsey and bringing back Kincaid. Neighbors, awesome if Danny Pesos can get his head out of his ass. JT, I mean, you know, he's JT. Lamb's got some issues right now, so I'm with you. And Perioko, he said trade Henry for Tyreek and Kyren. Super flex. I have Lamar, Henry, Daniels all on bye in week 14. Well, okay. What do I think about this trade? It's not horrible. Okay, it's not bad. The thing that I don't like about it is it seems like you're only making this trade. Well, at least based on the context that you gave me, seems like a main reason for making this trade is because you don't want to lose week 14 potentially for having 3 hitters on bye. If that's the case, I think it's a bad reason to make this trade. I'm not saying the trade is bad. I kind of don't want to trade for Tyreek though. And it's not like Henry has the best lineup or anything, you know, for the next, like through the rest of the season. But yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like you're making this trade for the wrong reason. Throw it in the chat. What's your record? Payoko? And Jay Judah, Ladd or Jennings rest of the season? I mean, it's probably going to be Ladd. Yeah, it's definitely. Let's see. Chargers have the 9th easiest schedule for wide receivers. 49ers have the 17th easiest schedule. Yeah, I mean, just my initial thought was Ladd. I looked at the schedules, and I like Ladd a little bit better as well. What up, Toker One? He said Hawk or Ingram. Hawk or Ingram? I think I'm going to go Ingram. Seawolves drop Mason or ETN for Madison, Javonte, Estime, or hold. Estime, I feel like I would drop Estime or drop Mason for Estime. And Frank have AJ Brown, Cup, London, Collins, Shakir, pick 3. AJ Brown, Cup, and London for now. Let's see if Nico plays. If he does, I'm going to put Nico in over London. Jay Judah also. Montgomery and Burrow for Jefferson worth a veto? No. Jefferson hasn't been doing amazing. And if it's a single QB league, I mean, Burrow only has so much value. Seawolves play Cousins or drop to pick up Nick Smith, Darnold, Stafford. I mean, I really do like Knicks this week. Who's Gino play again? Where are the Seahawks? Gino playing the 49ers. That's not bad. Darnold versus the Titans kind of tough. Stafford. Where's the Patriots? Tough-ish. I think I would. It's tough, man. I mean, it's a single QB league, so you'll be able to make moves. But yeah, I think I would drop them. Hold on. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Perioko got offered. Njoku, Kyren, and Tyreek for Mahomes. I'd trade away Lamar and Henry. What's your record? Like that makes a difference. Like, I mean, I answer trade questions in like vacuums when I don't care about like the people's teams. Anyone who's watching here though on a normal basis, and I like remember your screen name, I do want you to make the best trade. So what's your record over there? Restart, I like the game by game with the colors. Perfect. Russell, what up, bro? Kittle, Ingram, or Njoku? Man, I'm just not sitting Kittle. Like, it just doesn't matter the matchup, and it's actually a good matchup, though. Seawolves 2 QB got Allen, Purdy, Darnold, hold Darnold, or pick up Wilson. He has a better record moving forward. I mean, better schedule. Yeah, Steelers, they got the 12th easiest schedule. Vikings got the 21st easiest schedule. I mean, Darnold's got four good games. Well, let's say 3 smash games and then one pretty good game. The Steelers, they got 3. They have 3 smash games. I think I would hold Darnold. Because we said everyone's thoughts on a trade I made yesterday. I gave Caleb and received Najee and Garrett Wilson. So my initial thought on that trade was like, it was good for you. I don't know what your record was over there. If you actually have a good record, I mean, it's kind of like more of like a win now trade. But Garrett Wilson, I feel like he is the second most valuable player in this trade and the guy who probably will not lose any value going to next year. Najee could easily lose value. Caleb, I feel like the way that he finishes could make him raise in value or lower in value. Either way, I don't think he's like completely going to tank in value. If you were more of a rebuilding team, I would have wanted to get Garrett Wilson plus a trade, plus a pick, whether it's a second or a first or like something like that. Because in a super flex, no matter what, Caleb is very valuable still. Johnny, what up? Rush Star said can maybe put your QB opinion with the wide receivers, but it's minor. Okay. Yeah, and that would be something just to like mention like real quickly and easily, right? So that not too bad. Not too bad. Tim, what up? Frizio, what up? It's going down, guys. And let me see. Tim said pick 2 out of Ladd, Sutton, Ridley. I'll go Sutton and Ridley. Hunter Henry or Ferguson. Henry. Andrews or Hill. I think I'm leaning on Andrews for Seawolves. Tim Stroud, Cousins, Love. Am I picking one? I think that I would pick Stroud this week, but all these guys have pretty bad matchups. And hey, shout out to Low Kane throwing in that super chat. What up? Are you the cousin? Is your cousin's name Co? And shout out to TJ. What up, bro? And Jamie, what up? Watch the episode on the best ball tournament. Still got my team in 69. Yes, sir. And let's see. Low Kane traded Tyreek for Debo. Is that a good deal? I feel like in a nutshell, I'd rather have Debo, but I kind of don't like doing I really kind of don't like doing same position for same position, especially if they're I mean, normally Tyreek's value would be way higher than Debo based on like name value, but he's been doing so bad right now. I feel like he's lost a little bit of the name value, like, projections just because of his name. We just project him to get 30 points, but it's not like that anymore. It's not like that. So I'm not mad at it. I feel like in a nutshell, I would rather have Debo. So that's the thing that, it just sucks, man. Like, that's really what it comes down to. It sucks. It's been horrible having Tyreek after week 1. And Bully Face, thanks for the super chat, bro. Should I trade Jaden Reed for Ken Walker? Yeah, I think I would much rather have Ken Walker than Jaden Reed. I mean, I don't know what your team looks like, but if you need a running back more than you need, if you need a running back more than you need a wide receiver, this should be an extra smash. Even if you just wanted Ken Walker over Jaden Reed, I feel like Ken Walker does do better moving forward than Jaden Reed does. So yeah, I would, long as you're getting Ken Walker, long as you're getting Ken Walker. And what up, Sean on Twitch? What's the time of the week when you offer general advice on starts and sits and best waiver wire pickups? Well, Tuesday, I mean, that's usually when we talk about waiver wires. I mean, you can always ask me most of the shows. I mean, we're just, we're rocking doing questions. But if you want to get like literally help damn near 24/7. I mean, I say damn near because like I sleep sometimes. But outside of that, like you and everybody else who wants any kind of advice, like, it's great when we're here, but I'm still only here for, hour, 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours at a certain time of the day. And then there's a whole 21 extra hours where I'm like not live throughout the day. And if you guys go get signed up at 420crew.com, you can take part in my fantasy consultation services. That's kind of how this whole business like started. And when you sign up as a $10 member or higher, and you're supporting a small business, man. You are supporting a small business, and that's like, what's better than that this day and age? Everybody supports corporations no matter what because we're like forced to. But like when you sign up at 420crew.com, you're supporting a small business, and literally every person who signs up as a paid member makes a difference. Like it really does. So yeah, 420crew.com and Bully Face. Yes, sir. All right, let me see. Where did I leave off at? Let me try to catch up here. Tim said Hawkinson or Njoku, leaning Njoku. Ferguson or Hill, leaning Hill. Seawolves hold Otten or pick up Kraft. I mean, do you need Kraft to play this week? Like, if you need him to play this week, I would make the move, but I would be doing whatever I could to try to hold on. Tim said, Hustler, we appreciate you, bro. Paracom 3-7, basically forced to win the last 4 games and hope for some losses from people. Okay, I mean, I feel that. And the thing that is not like, it's tough because you need to trade for people that are going to help you win like this week. And I feel you trading the week 14 players away. I would just try to get more because whoever you trade that to, they could potentially win the championship because of making that move with you. Frizzell, Laporta might be out. We firing up Brock Wright, YOLO. Man, I mean, it's got to be one of those Jesus grab the wheels moments. It really does. It really, really does. Let's see. Big Goo, what up, bro? Was wondering if you would start the Eagles DST over the Packers. Probably not. I'm a little nervous about the Eagles defense in general going up against the Commandos because the Commandos haven't been slouches. So I know everyone thinks the Pack's going to run over the Bears, but the Eagles DST has been playing lights out. They have had like amazing matchups recently also. So that is one of the things. That is one of the reasons for that. Let me see. I mean, Commandos, they're literally the 3rd worst matchup that you can have, that your defense could go against. And that was actually over the last like 5 weeks. If I do it for the whole season, they're actually the 2nd worst team to deploy your team defense against. So Could the Eagles still do good on Thursday? Yeah. Are they going to give up some points? More than likely. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. I think I want to pivot off the Eagles. Dynasty is my life. What up, bro? 12 teamer, standard, half point tight end premium, 6-point TD, perfect. Start 3 out of Hopkins, DJ Moore, Hawkinson, Ladd, Andrews, B-Rob. Hopkins, Ladd, kind of leaning B-Rob. Strange man's raining here like everywhere. And Drinksbury took a piss simultaneously. Damn it. Quincy, Downs or Jennings? With Richardson coming back, I'm going Jennings. Seawolves, 2 QB, love Mahomes and Goff. Hold Goff or pick up Smith or Herbert. I'm gonna play Mahomes and Goff. And these matchups. I'm super nervous about starting Love this week. Chewy. Trying to get Smith and DK. Thursday Night Football guys taking forever. Alfred, Zay, and Jennings, thoughts? I mean, does the guy need wide receivers? Zay's been kind of whack. I mean, Jennings been whatever, but I don't know. I don't know if that's enough for DK. I mean, forget Gino. I don't know if that's enough for DK. Quincy, start 2, May 2 or Wilson. I will start Wilson, and I will start. Where the fuck is Miami? Oh, they got the Raiders. I'm going to say Wilson and May. Winston or May? Winston. What up, Jamie? Rashad Bateman or Keenan Allen for Ryan? I'll go Bateman, man. And Nick, what up, dude? Is it time to drop Ferguson, pick up Henry instead for the rest of the season? Yeah, I would. War Eagle, I'm 9-1 on a 9-game winning streak in fantasy. Dope squad, bro. Dope squad. Seawolves that vacant bench spot. You like Pierce, JSN, Ridley, Downs, Williams, Shakir. Go for Ridley. B Hustle, what up? TJ or the Dallas tight end. Probably Goddard. Chewy picked 2 or 3. Jennings, Zay, Downs, Jennings and Zay. And then Lamar or Russ. I'll go Lamar. Bully face in desperate need of an RB. Yeah, do that then. I didn't see that follow-up message, but yeah. Do that. Because like I said, even if you didn't really need an RB and this was just kind of like you trading for someone you wanted, yeah, I would much rather have Walker than Reed. Reed just seems too shaky, man. TJ said, I don't suggest anyone make the mistake I made recently in the trade. What was your mistake that you made in the trade, TJ? Just so everyone can learn from everybody's other mistakes. Russell, sit 1 at an AJ Brown, Cup or D-Hop. I think that I would sit D-Hop. TJ, make sure you check. You have another person. Oh, not on by. Ooh, that's rough. Ryan, JSN, Jennings, or Ridley. I'm leaning Ridley. Corey's Dexter Lawrence droppable. I mean, depends on how many roster spot, how many IDP you guys start. He's fringe, man. Like he goes in waves where he gets like an insane amount of sacks. So I play the Bucks next week, man. Like Baker, he's been taking sacks. I don't know. I don't think I want to give him up. Coker, probably. He's probably droppable. I mean, who do they got next week? So they're on bye this week, right? Blah, blah. I mean, they got the Chiefs next week. It's such a bad matchup. Yeah, I would. Yes, sir. Tucker won first year in the best ball in 8 leagues. And I'm 10-10-1 and sucking everywhere else. And don't worry, bro. I'm this is my 4th year of hosting the best ball. I have like 21 teams and I have like 2 that are doing good. Okay. So like shit happens, but like right now, okay, everyone who's in the best ball, these next 4 weeks, weeks 11 through 14, huge. So many things can change because of the bye weeks. Huge. So yeah, just pay attention. If you think you're out, you're not out yet. Not out yet. And Corey Corey said, you will not find better advice around the clock than right here with Alex. Please sign up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And if you get on the high enough tier, you actually get my cell phone and I will like literally any day, anytime, more often than not. You're going to get an answer very quickly from me. And Sean said, by the way, I was at the game right next to the end zone for the Jaden Daniels. What? For the Jaden Daniels Hail Mary play? Dude, that's fucking sick. That's fucking sick, dude. To like see that in person right in front of your face. That's dope. And Jamie said, I remember winning that raffle when I signed up, got the CJ 2K signed jersey. Hell yeah. And speaking of that, reason why you want to sign up, we got multiple items that are going to be raffled here very soon. It's going to be in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. We got a Sergio Mix-a-Lot signed jersey. We got a Ricky Williams college jersey. It's got all of his stats and everything on the back. Everything has a certificate of authenticity. It's all from Pristine Auction. And then we're going to work on getting some more things, but here's the big item. Your Dr. Dabber electric e-rig. Oh yeah, for on the go or at home purposes. And yeah, anywhere where you are signed up, whether that is YouTube or Patreon. If you're on Patreon, you get more bang for your buck. Patreon's the place where you get more than 1 entry per dollar. More often than not, it's 2 entries per dollar. And it's because they don't take as much money away. They don't take as much of a percentage as like YouTube does or Twitch or whatever. And Frizzil, thanks for the super chat, homie. Said reason why Winston over May, Gasecki, Janu, also Gasecki or Janu for the stream this week, and can I drop Ferguy Otten? So Winston over May because of the matchup going up against the Saints. Saints have been giving up extreme booty to the wide receivers, and I'll even give you the specific numbers of like where they are. Let's see. So I'm going to base these numbers since week 5. So that would be the last 6 weeks. So 6 out of the last 10 weeks. So since October, pretty much. Right now, Saints they're 20th against the QB. I guess I was looking at it for the whole season, but let's see. Then who's the Rams? Yeah, I mean, but neither team is really that good. Again, I mean, neither team is really like a cupcake matchup for the quarterbacks. The reason why I got to go Winston, they're coming off of the bye. Winston's just going to air it out more. Like, I don't really care about Winston throwing an INT or so. He might. Him and Tillman, they're going to completely go off in this game. And the Saints, a little bit banged up. And they don't have Marshawn Lattimore anymore. Thanks for a super chat, homie. King D, shout out to the LBC. What up, what up? And shout out to Ryan over on Twitch, throwing in the super chat. He said, yo, I probably gave up too much for Mixon, but this is my current lineup, 7-2-1. Non-PPR, 12-teamer, Nick Stafford, Derrick Henry, Mixon, Tyreek, Garrett, Bowers, Chubb, Metcalf. Oh, I get, man. That bench is almost non-existent. I mean, you know, keep making moves through the waiver wire, like wherever you can. I mean, I like it. What'd you give up for Mixon, though? Now I'm curious about that because you said you gave up too much for Mixon, but you didn't say who you actually gave up. Yeah, let me know. Sean's, how do you decide which kicker to play each week, or is it just luck? Well, more often than not, it's just luck. But like, you know, you want to look at the things that I would look at is the team playing in a dome. If it's yes, that's a +1. just plus for the matchup. If they're playing in super shit conditions, whether it's like crazy windy or like, just super snowy or whatever, we haven't really got to the super snowy, but it's coming soon. I would be weary of guys like that. That's like a -1, if I'm giving them, we're just kind of grading it like this is a pro, this is a con. That's a pro and that's a con. Two things that I gave you. Playing on Monday Night Football. I feel like that's a pro. Just playing in a primetime game, whether it's Sunday night or Monday night, I feel like that's a pro, because how many times do we like get to Monday and we need a kicker just to get us a couple points, and then they just like they knock it through, for us. Are they going to score more in Sunday night or Monday night versus any other game? Like, not necessarily, but it just feels good for me, like having one of those guys. And I don't play in leagues with kickers, so I'm just giving you just my general thoughts about it at all. About it. And and then look for the matchups. Like, if it's a super tough defense, like that's not going to make me want to start the kicker. But if it's like a mid-level defense and someone who doesn't give up a lot of booty in the red zone, I mean, that's, like the red zone defenses, if you pay attention to that, then you'll know which kind of, like a team with a good red zone defense, then you want to deploy the kicker. Frizzil, you're the man. And my bad, bro. I didn't answer the whole thing. So Gesicki over Jonnu this week. Man. So I'm going to say Jonnu. It really sucks. I mean, the Raiders, they're giving up some points to the tight ends. The Chargers kind of aren't. And so that's why I think that I'm leaning on not. Yeah. See, like since their bye week in week 5, they're giving up the 4th fewest points. So it's really not good, like at all. They actually only, like, just to Njoku, that was the only time they even gave up like any kind of points. So that plus all the bullshit from last week from Gesicki, and Hudson being the man out there. Yeah, I'm going Jonnu, and then can I drop Ferg? I have Otten. So let me go through. What does Ferguson have for the? So he has the 20th easiest schedule. Week 14, 15, and 16 are his only good matchups. The rest are bad. Yeah, Bucks, they do got a better schedule for sure. Maybe not a better playoff schedule. Well, see, here's the thing. I think Dak is done for the season, and probably for that reason is the reason why you could probably drop Ferg. But week 15 and 16, those are weaknesses for Otten. So I would be trying to get another tight end for those weeks if you can. I know it's easier said than done. And Corey, I appreciate the super chats, guys. Somebody match them. Somebody match those guys. Who do we have showing love? We got Ryan on Twitch showing love. Low Kane, Bully Face, and Frizzil threw 2 super chats in there. You the man. Let's see. Where was I? Corey said start 4, Logan Wilson, Pratt, Luvu, Bond, Gibbons, Devin Lloyd. Bond, Gibbons, Logan Wilson, and Pratt. Frizzil said Debo about to end up in Houston next season. Maybe. I mean, there's other places that he could end up. It was a failed experiment this year. Don't expect Houston to go out and get a bunch of wide receivers when the guy that they get ended up failing on them, ended up wasting that pick probably in their eyes. And Brad, what up, bro? Said, have you given up on the Dolphins offense? I like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like a 3 on their offense right now. So I haven't fully given up, but god damn it, I'm like right there. And they better redeem themselves this week versus the Raiders. They better redeem themselves because it's not good. If they don't redeem themselves this week, I'm going down to a 2. And and that's like 1 tick away from being completely out on their whole offense, man. It sucks. And Corey said start 2 at a mix-in, Tank, Chase Brown, B. Rob, Chubb. Mixon. I'm just not sitting Mixon. I'm going to go Mixon and Chubb. Chewy had just dropped Kraft. Forgot it today. That's not too bad. Seawolf said Pacheco returns this week. There's no guarantee that he plays this week. He already returned last week from IR, and they did not play him. So we got to monitor the practice reports this week. Tomorrow will be most important. And Cause, what up? Trade Najee and Zay Flowers for Monty. I probably would. I mean, it's a little bit better for the person who's trading away Monty because their schedule really isn't that good. But yeah, it's Monty scores a lot of touchdowns. I do like Najee though, man. I really do. And Jamie said, what the hell are we doing with Brian Thomas Jr., bro? Like, crying? Like, is that an option? Can we cry about it? Like, fuck, dude. So promising. And then the Jags are just so ass. Like, just all around. Just so ass. So I almost want to start Tucker Kraft over him in a non-premium. I probably would, right? I mean, it's a shitty matchup. Well, it's actually a good matchup versus the Lions, like on paper. But is Mac Jones going to be good enough, man? Like, I really don't think he is. Yeah, I really don't know, bro. In Dynasty, like there's leagues where I have to play him, like no matter what. Like I have like literally nobody. Like not I have somebody maybe, literally nobody. So it sucks, dude. I'm with you on the BTJ for sure, man. Fucking sucks. And let's see, cause I got Barkley, Najee, Tank, and Mason at RB. I mean, you might as well not even count Tank and Mason at this point, like on RB. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like this trade doesn't help you then. It helps you improve Najee, but you need another running back in addition to those guys. What's your record? What's your record over there? I mean, you definitely do need RB help, but trading away Najee to get an RB2, it doesn't help because Najee already is your RB2. And I know like Monty's probably going to do a little bit better, but if it only equates to like a couple points a game or whatever on average for the rest of the way, that doesn't really help you, you know? Quincy said bench one, Jennings, Mooney, Lamb, Debo, Cup. I'll bench Jennings. I kind of don't want to bench any of these guys, but you know, just going off of the options here. War Eagle, should I start Daniels or Burrow though? I'm probably leaning Burrow. And Drew, what QB do I stream this week? It's never going to be AR5. Just remember that. Like, you do not want to stream him. He has literally ruined people's fantasy seasons. Mahomes, Tua, or May. I'll go Mahomes. Tough matchup. I'll go Mahomes. Jamie firing up Jalen Warren with Najee not practicing. Thinking about Warren over ETN. I mean, I'd almost go anybody over ETN. If Najee doesn't play, I feel like I'm doing that for sure and not even really thinking too much about it because Lions are a tough matchup versus the running backs anyways. And like we already know how trash ETN has been. Corey, Winston, Carr, Gino, Stafford. Who do you like? Winston this week. Corey, now that Richardson starting is Pierce droppable. I mean, if you want to hold him for 1 week just to see like if anything's changed with Richardson over the last couple weeks, sure. I'm assuming that nothing's changed. And yeah, Pearson Downs might be droppable, dude. And let's see, Sean. We already did that. Corey picked 2 out of Jefferson, Pickens, Tillman, JSN. Pickens and Jefferson. I really like Tillman this week, but I like Jefferson and Pickens. Yeah, can't waver off of those guys. Ryan, what up, bro? Would you send Breece Hall for D-Hop and Dobbins? Maybe. Probably. I probably would. I mean, it's tough. Like, how long are we going to give Breece? He has a really good schedule, but it's like he's not doing anything. And Ryan said traded Connor, Higgins, Kareem Hunt, J-Mo. Higgins and J-Mo are on the bench for DK and Joe Mixon. That probably is too much. That's probably a little too much, but yeah, I mean, like you said, Hunt's time. I mean, it's probably like this could be like Hunt's last game, where this is going to be his last game more than no, he may have already had his last game where he gets like all of the work because Pacheco could come back. Yeah, I'm not mad at it, man. I'm not mad at it. You probably did give up too much, but sometimes in redraft leagues, you have to overpay. And you got rid of a couple bench players. The thing that's tough is if Connor was your RB2 and Joe Mixon is still your RB2, that's kind of where I want to get good pieces in addition to my pieces somehow. Like I don't want to trade an RB2 and replace them with an RB2, and like Higgins and JMO. Yeah, I mean DK over them for sure anyways. Jamie said I work with the 2 top kicker rankers over at Fantasy Six Pack. I never play kickers. Yeah, I wonder how many people actually rank kickers per week. And Toker 1J, Brian Thomas Jr., Amari MVS, pick one. I think I'm taking the dart throw with MVS. Yeah, because the Browns, they have not been a good defense against the wide receivers. And yeah, I mean, just look at what Carr was doing in the beginning of the season. I mentioned this in the start sit video where if Shaheed wasn't doing what he was doing in the beginning of the season, I'd say the MVS shit was hella fluky. But we saw Shaheed get very low volume, but high efficiency, and that could be MVS. Big Bando, what up? Said traded Najee and Ingram for Monty. What do you think? I mean, it's great. Why is everyone trading Najee for Monty? This is the second trade where someone had Najee in a 2+1 or in a 2-for-1 for Monty. So I was so QB hungry. I was able to flip James for. Wait, what happened? I mean, I'm not mad at the trade, but where'd the QB come into play? And Cameron, what up? Superflex start 2, Patrick Mahomes, Winston, Goff, rest. Gonna go Mahomes and rest.
Too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous. We so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
Big Band almost flipped Jameis for J.K. Dobbins win. Yeah. If it's single QB, hell yeah, it's a big win. Corey said start 3, Flowers, Tillman, Robinson. Well, you only gave me 3 players, so re-put that in again. If I was only supposed to start 2, I'd start the first 2. Big Bando, super flex spot. Should I put in Mac Jones, Dowdle, Keenan Allen, Addison? Mac Jones, it's like Keenan has a decent matchup, but it's also not at the same time. Like, so yeah, I'm just putting Mac Jones in there. Cam the Ham, what up? Start 2, London, Pickens, Adams, Tillman. Leaning Pickens and Tillman this week. Tough to sit Adams, that's for sure. But the Colts, they've been way more solid against defending the wide receiver. I feel like the safer pick is Pickens and Adams, but I'm going to say Pickens and Tillman. And cause them 7-3 or 3-7, 6th place is 4-6. So I still have a chance to win now. Okay. What was that trade again? Yeah, I mean, if Najee doesn't play this week, this trade like super helps you out. Najee does play this week. Doesn't help you out that much. Let's see. Coach C, what up, bro? Everything's doing good. I hope things are going good with you, bro. And Lipsy said Bowers or Hawk. Probably going Bowers. Jeff, what up, bro? He said, what should I do with Jordan Mason and BTJ? Jordan Mason's pretty much droppable. And unless you have a deeper bench where you can house, a guy for an extra week. Brian Thomas Jr. in redraft, I would say he's like fringe droppable right now. It depends on who you are going to pick up. Don't drop him for some bum. But both these guys will be on your bench if nothing else. Oh, there we go. Jamie said 108 people rank kickers on Fantasy Pros. Nice. That's a lot of time dedicated to kickers, man. Lipsy, Darnold, or Tua. Probably going Darnold, even in not as good of a matchup on paper. Jay Cass, I'm very low-key nervous about starting both Terry McLaurin and Devontae Smith tonight. You should be, bro. You should be, because both teams are pretty good at defending the wide receiver. I feel like Scary Terry, there's just no getting around it. We're starting him. There's almost like there's people that I would start over him, but unless you are in a super, super shallow league, like Scary Terry plays every week. Who else are your options that you could sub in for Smith? Did I answer this one already, Corey? Yeah, I'll go Winston over Darnold. Frazil said Zamir White a sneaky pickup with the new OC. I don't know. Like, he could be. It's also just not good. At all. And J Stacks 8-2, PPR bench 1, Hunt, Dobbins, Robinson Jr. As of right now, it'll be Robinson Jr. Oh, wait. I don't know if Pacheco's coming back this week. That's what's tough. I'll probably sit Hunt. Like, it would suck if Pacheco doesn't end up playing and Hunt ends up being the guy, because it is a really good matchup. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with at least the guys that we know are starters. And if you're feeling a little ballsy, I would go Hunt over B-Rob. But if those are your only options, it makes it tough. Jeff, Texans D or the Dolphins D? Go the Texans D, man. Fuck the Dolphins. Like, I want to start the Dolphins D in a lot of situations, but the Texans on Monday night versus the Cowboys and all their issues, just seems a little bit better. But I do really like the Dolphins D this week as well. Big Bando, pretty much with my trade today ended up being, well, I'll read it when it comes in. J Stack's looking to trade for a running back. Who would be a good target if I was to offer Hunt, JMO, or McLaurin? I mean, you have to go see who has running back depth, because I could just give you some random running back name. Like, if you just want me to say who should you go trade for, you should go trade for Barkley. Like that, he's got the best schedule, like out of everybody. Like, that's the guy you should go trade for. But if that's not possible, you need to go scout your league, and you really need to go see who has an abundance of running backs and who might be a little bit wide receiver needy. And then you start with those teams. And Rush Lord, Huss, do you have an opinion on Fantasy Pros? I paid start of the season, plugged them into my Yahoo, and every move I have made was wrong. Won't get them next year. I think that when you get the opinions of so many people, it's very easy to get confused, and it's very easy to be wrong, because in the fantasy world, one thing that I've noticed is people they care about being right. But I think a lot of people care more about like making a crazy ass claim and it being right. And because of that, there's a lot of misses. So, Fantasy Pros is whatever, man. I mean, there's no better service than mine, because actually one-on-one with one person that has your best interest in mind and your league in mind. Everything with Fantasy Pros is all automated. And like, that's just the thing. Like, like we heard the term on the league, ranking slave. Like, that's all Fantasy Pros is rankings. Everything that's in there is all based on their rankings. And I don't even like doing rankings. I might end up starting to do it because people want it like so bad, but rankings are horrible, man, because like people make their rankings early in the week and then shit changes. but they're giving you the shit based on like the early stuff, in the week. And some people, they don't even update their rankings like every single week, and so that's something else that kind of like hurts. So yeah, I don't have any beef with them, but yeah, it wouldn't be a service that I would pay for if I was like, and I'm not even just saying like pay for mine, I just like, there's no reason to like pay for that service. Really isn't. And Kika Savage, between Bowers and Hawkinson, who would you trade away? Let's go see who has a better and worse schedule. Let's see. Raiders have a pretty easy schedule for the tight end. So do the Vikings, though. But I'd keep Bowers. Yeah. John said drafted one of my earliest dynasty teams using fantasy pros rankings. It's the worst of my teams by far. Yeah, it's rough, dude. That is rough. And are we dropping Jordan Mason for Trey Benson? I really don't want Trey Benson, so I'll say no, but I'm not saying I wouldn't drop Jordan Mason. I mean, I guess I would, because I guess I would want the opportunity of Benson. If CMC stays healthy, Mason's going to be nothing. Corey Winston or Kirk Cousins against Denver. I'd go Winston this matchup. And you the man, Rush Lord. You won't be disappointed. It'll be one of the best things that you do for your fantasy season, that's for sure. And you get a lot more. Like when you sign up for like the $10 membership or whatever, with me, like not only do you get all the advice, but you get access to all the leagues and everything as well. So that's the difference between me and like a lot of these fantasy like advice sites, is like there's not too many people that are offering like actual one-on-one advice like I do. And then, there's really nobody offering like leagues and stuff like the way that I do. Hell yeah, you the man, Johnny. Thanks for putting them up on it. Frank, what up? Got distracted by that new COD. I believe it, bro. I believe it. So who plays Call of Duty in the chat? Let me know, because I am planning on getting it in the off season. That'll be something that we do, playing Madden online and, streaming that. Same with college if people are into that or whatever. And then probably Call of Duty as well. Nice. Elias said he plays. I'm on the PS5. Can you cross-platform on Call of Duty with all the platforms, or is there limitations? And Nick said, would you try to trade Dobbins for Walker? Probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Walker has a better schedule. Yeah, Walker. I mean, outside of week 15 and 16, he's got a pretty money schedule. Yeah, Chargers have one of the toughest schedules. Week 17 is the best for them, and that's the Patriots, and so it's kind of been a little good and bad. Yeah, Nick said Dobbins has a good playoff schedule. Does he, though? I mean, Tampa Bay, Denver, and New England. I mean, New England on paper has been like pretty decent, but like, I don't know, in real life, kind of not really. Like, they've been pretty bad. And yeah, I mean, week 15, that might as well be the same as the Dobbins matchup. They play Green Bay. Week 16 against Minnesota, that's a bad game. But that's it. Ken Walker literally has one bad matchup, and then Green Bay is okay, and then the rest are decent matchups. And Ernie Torres would PPR, CD, Hunt, Dobbins, D-Hop at the flex. Lean in Dobbins. Zach said I got eliminated in the Gilly number 2, but still alive in the other one. Nice, man. It's getting down to the wire, so you're doing a good job, and you were there in both. Like that's tough, man. That's no easy feat to make it to double-digit weeks in both of these. I mean, shit, I lost in week 4 this week. 2 years ago, I won, but yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. And Jamie said McLaurin line is 4.5 receptions, 62.5 yards. He had 4 to 10 receptions in all game, but one this year. I'm taking the over. That only gives him 11 fantasy points, right? Like that's not. Yeah, he hits 5 receptions and 63 yards. Like that's not an amazing game if he doesn't get a touchdown. It's a bad game if he doesn't get a touchdown. And Jeff said after this week, rest of the season, Otten or Hawk. Let's see. So week 12 through 17. 12th easiest schedule for Otten, and he's got 3 smash matchups week 13, 14, and 17. Tough matchups in week 12 and 15, and middle of the road in week 16. Vikings have 4 smash matchups in these next weeks, and then 2 mid-level games. I mean, if you're doing it based on the schedule, Hawkinson's the smash, but I think I would still keep Otten. And Magic Man, what up, bro? Shakir, JSN. Probably JSN. And Corey, would you trade Cook, Stevenson, and JSN for Barkley? I mean, how bad would that hurt your running backs? I feel like, I mean, my first instinct is to say yes. That's my first instinct, is to say yes. But how bad does that hurt your running backs? And the Patriots haven't had their bye yet, right? So, I mean, I know it would help you for that. James said you have to know which analysts are the top at ranking QB, running back, wide receiver, tight end. The consensus sucks shit. Yeah, exactly. Like fuck, like how can they make it any kind of precise when there's just like hundreds of people, doing this shit on there? And most are bad. Like that's the thing, is like most of the people who rank on there are bad. Rush or Hustle, I'll get you next year at 1-9. I'm ready for 2025. And don't forget, guys, the next leagues that I am start in less than 2 months in January for the NFL playoffs. You guys got the itch to draft? I got you. We're going to scratch that itch. There's going to be a shitload of leagues. $20 buy-in, $35, $55 buy-in. There'll be some of the most fun leagues that you will be a part of. I can guarantee it. And you can get into multiple. It's going to be a lot. As actually, I want to figure out who to trade away on my team for a first-round pick. I'm 6-4 in Dynasty. Well, why? I mean, being 6-4, why are you looking to trade a player away for a pick? That's my question. Is the league like that top heavy to where like you already seem like you're out of it at 6-4? Corey, how you feel about Cook schedule rest of the season? I like it. It's bad this week though. Yeah, see, I mean, I guess what sucks is they got the bye after this week. So week 11 and 12 suck because he's going to get you. This week he plays the worst team to play your running back against. That's the Chiefs. And then next week he's getting a 0 no matter what. Week 13, 16, and 17 looking really good on the matchups. Week 14 and 15, though, not so much necessarily. Lipsy, would you drop Addison for Jennings, Jerry, or just keep Addison? I mean, I probably would go for Jennings. Let me see. 17th easiest schedule for Jennings. Yeah, 26th easiest schedule for Addison. Yeah, I'd be going for Jennings. Russ said I have King Henry and A-Chain in the RB spots. I need 2 for the flex. Aaron Jones, Chase Brown, D-Hop. I got to play Chase Brown because we don't know about Aaron Jones just yet. And if we sit Chase Brown and then Aaron Jones doesn't play, that ends up really fucking you. So I'm going to say Chase Brown for sure. And I'm going to say D-Hop as of right now. Nice. Lipsy said, been grinding the new COD myself. It's fun as fuck. Okay, good. Because the last couple years, I mean, I heard people saying that I was pretty whack. What do you guys think? Should I get COD now? I guess one of the things that sucks is like, do you only build up? Like, I know you got to grind at the the multiplayer to like build up like your weapons and shit, right? Like, can any solo play or the what's it, zombies? Like, does any of that help you build up like the stuff that you can use in multiplayer? Jay Cass need to start 2 Aaron Jones, Ken Walker, Chase Brown. I mean, Ken Walker's in. I'm super nervous about Aaron Jones as of right now. And I feel like if we hear nothing about Aaron Jones before this game kicks off, I'm just going to say start Brown. Oh, wait, I guess you don't have to make a choice on Brown tonight. I don't know why. I'm totally spacing. I don't know why I'm thinking that Brown. That was last week that Brown played on Thursday. So, yeah, for right now, I'm going to say Walker and Brown. But, yeah, make sure you come back. Last, I'm pretty sure even old gen players crossplay with the new. Oh shit, really? That's cool. My other RBs are Bijan, Pollard, and Tracy. See, I guess I'm not worried. Like with those guys, I guess I'm not super worried about even trying to get another running back though. Elias, can you pick 2? I have a lot of guys on by. Brian Thomas Jr., Chubb, ETM, Pearsall, Warren. For right now, I'm going to say Chubb and Warren, but make sure you come back because if Najee plays, my answer is probably going to change. Elias, I don't care who the other RB is. I'm getting Saquon, right? Zach start Tank or JSN. Lean Seals would be a good trade. What would be a good trade for Barkley? I have Mixon, A-Chain, Connor, Jacobs, Pacheco. Can only keep 4 wide receivers. Well, the thing is, you have to go see if the guy who has Barkley would even entertain that. Because Barkley's been doing so good that they might be on one of the top teams. And if, like, Barkley's on the top team, like, that's just a fool's errand anyways. Because, like, why would a top team want to trade Barkley? You know? So go check real quick. I'll still be live for a little bit. But yeah, let me know what's the record of the team that has Barkley. Jamie said JSN has a good matchup versus a slot for the 49ers last time. Seen 9 targets versus them. Metcalf seen 11, but only caught 3. Yeah, it was ugly. Tucker one need an auto sub for Higgins. Just picked up Disley due to the time slot. Yeah. Zach, I'll make the playoffs, but I don't have a 25 first rounder. Do you think I wait to trade for one? Yeah, I mean, you don't like the 2025 draft is not for a while. If you still have a shot at a championship, what you should be doing right now is figuring out how to trade your draft picks away to like boost up your team so you even get more likely to win a championship. Those are the only kind of moves that you make if you're a playoff contender at this point. There's playoff pretenders. Those are the guys who think that they might make the playoffs and go one and done, or the guys who are like even fringe, like playoff, contenders in general. Jamie, anybody looking to stream a defense? Lions have the Jags. Hell yeah. Yeah, Lions were one of my picks. I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Jeff Sutton or Ridley. I think I'm leaning Sutton. Pretty close, though. Corey, I won't be able to get Barkley without giving up A-Chain or Cook. If I flip one of them, Stevenson and JSN for Barkley, my RBs will be Barkley, Henry, A-Chain, Cook, and whoever I keep. Like, do you know, like, have you already been in communication with that person? Are they even willing to trade Barkley? Because the best way that you figure out what you're going to have to trade is by making the person send you an offer. Big, so what side do you prefer? Richardson, Higgins, 25 first, 101 or 102 for Adams, Rodgers, and Roquan. I don't want the side with Anthony Richardson. Other side's definitely more of like a win now. So I guess it depends. Like, what's your record? Lipsy Hunter sent the new call. Dude, you can level up pretty fast in zombies. The great thing is whatever gun you use in zombies, progress state. Oh, cool. Nice. That's good to hear. Elias, any optimism for Hill rest of the season? Not really. Not really. Like, he needs to do something this week to get us all to like turn around on the way that we're thinking about him. Shout out to Papa J, who just dropped in the chat. What up? CJ, Brian Robinson, D Hop, Shakir, Tank Dell, Jacoby Myers, need one wide receiver and a flex. I'll say D Hop and Tank Dell. Zach, Bateman or Warren? As of now, Warren, but I could change. It all depends on if what's his name? If Najee. All depends on Najee. Let's see. Would I be dumb for dropping Bigsby for Akers? I just keep Bigsby. Bigsby's been sucking, man. And their schedule sucks too. So I don't think that it would be dumb to make the move, but unless Aaron Jones doesn't play, Akers ain't gonna get shit. IP14, what up? Traded Brees and Ladd for Drake, B-Rob, and Najee. PPR, already good on RBs. I mean, it's pretty even, but I like it. Daniel Barry, what up? Shout out to Papa J, throwing in that super sticker. You the man, bro. You the man. Jameson Kincaid still not practicing this week. The entire streamer Dawson Knox could be startable. Chiefs give up. Yeah. Chiefs are a really good matchup against the tight end. Yeah, if Kincaid doesn't play, Knox would be a really good streamer. C. Will said you're right. The Barkley team has already secured a playoff spot. Yeah, I mean Barkley's been so good. A lot of teams that Barkley's on probably already have locked in a playoff spot. Unless the rest of their team sucks. IP Tex is also a good streamer. Dallas Titans, Jags next 3 weeks. Hell yeah, dude. And Roger Jeff, he said, once again, you have the best sound bites. You the man.
I know all this, okay? But I do like hearing it, so go on.
Of course, I've been in communication with the person who's willing to move him because he's fringe playoff right now. Who has a better schedule rest of season out of A-Chain or Cook? Let's go see. And that's good. Okay. As long as you know that it's a possibility, we go hard today to try to get this done. So let's see. Dolphins, 10th easiest schedule for running backs. 28th easiest. So A-Chain, they already had their bye. So I would try to keep A-Chain. Bills, they got divisional matchups at the end of the season. They're look like they're tough matchups, but I mean, looks like they're decent matchups, but could be tough divisional ones. All right, Johnny, 2 guillotine questions. Pitts or Njoku this week? Njoku. Also need to pick 2 out of Flowers, Hunt, Pollard, or Njoku, Pitts for the flex. Okay, so I already put in Njoku, so it'd be Pitts as the option. Pollard shit schedule or shit game. Let me see. How have the Broncos been again versus the tight end? Not too good for not too good for Pitts. Yeah, Vikings have been fucking tough, dude. I think I'm going Hunt. But we got to hear more about Pacheco, so I'm gonna say Hunt as of now. Cause, are we trading Evan Ingram to start Hawkinson or Goddard? I don't know, because Evan Ingram, he volumes his way to decent production. So I guess it depends on what you can get for him. I was adding 2 wide receivers in a flex. Lamb, A.J. Brown, McLaurin, Cup, Shakir Cooper. A.J. Brown, McLaurin, Cup. And Zach, who should I trade my second round pick for? Team is Stroud, Love, Saquon, Hunt, Cook, Pollard, Monroe, Flowers, Jaden Reed, Nico. I mean, you don't really need to trade. I would say if you're going to use that second rounder, you might be a little easier to get a running back. So it looks like you need a little bit more help. I'd try for an RB. Got to find a team that's rebuilding or at the bottom and go off for that second rounder. Andre, are the Eagles good versus receivers? Yeah, they are. I feel like even though they are, I'm still starting Scary Terry. He's going to volume his way to some decent points. SJMP. Should I trade Brees and Sutton for Saquon? Fuck yeah, dude. Or Brees and McLaurin for Henry. I'd rather have Saquon. Better schedule. Toker 1J, my bad. Did I not shout you out for this? What up? Thanks for the super chat, my brother. Said take a look at my team in the Debo. I need to win a couple teams. I need to win to get a couple RBs beefed up. Let's go see. Hold on one quick second. I got to mark this down before I forget. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So the Debo League, Toker 1 says. Let's see. I can't remember. You in the one with IDP or without? Gotta push these other 2 trades through. Let's see. Okay, you're in the IDP one. Okay, here we go. Where's your team? It is. So, well, you got a tough matchup versus Bakes a lot this week. Yeah, it's tough. You only got tied. Oh man, you got two shit running backs. I mean, I feel like you have the best team in right now. I would probably pick up 2 different IDP players over Byron Murphy and over Leo Chenal because Leo's been trashed the last couple weeks. Yeah, Chris Jones, I'd get rid of his ass too. Yeah, I mean Leonard Floyd, could he do something versus Seattle? Probably. You need to overhaul on your IDP. Like that's where you need the overhaul. Because yeah, just right off the bat, I'm sure there's someone better than Leo Chenal and Chris Jones out there. And you already have Thule. So what you need to do is get rid of Chris Jones or put him on the bench and put Thule, the dude for the Chargers. He's been fucking killing it as of late. Put him in as the DL. And then Yeah, and I would be hitting and I'd be hitting waivers free agents. I'd be hitting free agents hard right now for filling those IDP spots. Also added Esteme. Pretty good. I don't want to play him this week, but that's good. Crispy Sick Craft versus the Bears. No, it depends on who you have. Bears are actually a decent matchup for the tight ends. And cause I can probably get 2 pieces of gum if Mac Jones is going to start. Papa J Fowler, a good pickup. Kind of. Or wait, Dante Fowler? Yeah. Fowler's a huge pickup. Yeah. And they said got Grenard and Zendarius, dropped Jalen Jones and swoop Fowler. Fuck yeah, dude. And then Nias grabbed Ugo for DB. Ugo's going to be covering Tillman more than likely. And if we think that Tillman is going to get a shitload of catches, Ugo should get a shitload of tackles as well. Of course, I'm about to offer Cook, Stevenson, and JSN for Barkley. Do it, bro. Do it. And Cosine, let's see. Jan said, nice. That's how I was leading. Thanks for confirming. Said, hoping for another glorious outing from Hunt. Yeah, and we got to hear about Pacheco, but, I'm with it. Zach said, should I try to trade for Gibbs? There's a 3-7 team that has Gibbs. Yeah, but you're probably not getting him for a second rounder only. So you have to look do you have any other pieces that you might be able to throw in addition to that second? Maybe a running back who hasn't matured all the way to form, or a wide receiver who's young, maybe a rookie, hasn't matured all the way to form yet. Jeff, should I drop Mason for Warren? Yeah, I would. Damn, Toker won. I lost Kamara and Barkley on my losses. Fuck, dude, that sucks. This league's just way too gangster, man. It man, someone traded me Tom Brady. I lost it. I'm sure you saw the messages. I got so pissed. Like, dude, come on, man. An inactive fucking, like, someone who's not even on the team. That's just not cool. Zach says another bad team that has Ramondre and Henry. Derrick Henry? Dude, try to do that because Derrick Henry is old. People are moving off of Derrick Henry. A second might not do it. You might have to put in something else besides that, but we're talking about pieces that could win you a championship. Tag me in the league bakes, and I'll go do that. Zach says second rounder and Brian Thomas Jr. for Gibbs. Fuck yeah, dude. And send that exact same trade for Henry as well. Just see what happens. But yes, perfect. Exactly. Someone has a lot of potential for the future, but might not help anybody win a championship this year. Giants said I got a 3-7 in Team Gibbs. It would take first and a good player to get him from me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, it might be easier to get Henry than Gibbs because of the age. I have Jaden Reed and Flowers too. I feel like those guys would be better at helping you win a championship this year than Brian Thomas Jr. So it probably would be BTJ that I'd be looking to move out of the bunch. What up, Alex? Higgins or Jacobs, PPR? Well, for now, I'm going to say Jacobs because we don't know what the status is of Higgins as of yet. So I never want to take a Thursday answer as a final answer anyways, unless it's about a Thursday game. Just make sure you're coming back. I'm sorry, guys. Vanessa hooked me up with some fruit here, so I'm macking. All right. Made it. Made it all the way to the end of the comments and everything. Let's see some super chats, man. He wants to see me do a fat ass dab and kill myself on stream. And Jamie said, I made a trade yesterday. I'm rebuilding. Sold AJ Brown and Swifty. Got Rashee Rice, 25 mid to late first, 26 first. Seemed about fair. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, actually, I don't know. I feel like I'd want more. Oh, but you got Rashee Rice, not just picks. Yeah, because Swifty, it's like whatever. I'd just be trying to get others. I feel like you sold a little cheap on AJ Brown, but I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Let me see. I know I got a trade in the works right now. Let's see. Well, let me trade. All right. I just made a crazy ass trade right now on a team that won a championship years ago. And you tell me what you guys think. My team's 3-7, and I traded away my first or second. I can't even remember what I traded away. Let me go see. When I thought my team was gonna actually do something, but I literally played the hardest schedule out of everybody, and it's fucked me. Oh no, I actually traded away a third round. Nice. I still have my first rounder and stuff. So here's the trade. You guys tell me. When I'm rebuilding, I really don't want to get players. I want to get an insane amount of picks. And I'm willing to give up IDP guys or older guys. I broke one of my own rules here. I traded Kelsey away. Okay. I traded Kelsey away. You guys let me know what you think of this trade. So I traded away Kelsey, D-Hop, Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Joe Mixon, and Andrew Van Ginkel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. 6 picks. A lot of these guys are in my starting roster, but there ain't no championship coming for me this year. And maybe not even next year. I have an old team. This team has been competing every single year since inception, and I'm blowing it up. And here's what I got in return. The team is first or second right now. So I'm assuming the 25 picks will be low, and then we'll see what happens after that. But here's what I got. You guys tell me. So here's the players again. Kelsey, Mixon, D-Hop, Cooper, Keenan Allen, and Andrew Van Ginkel. I got a 25 first, a 25 second, a 25 third, a 25 sixth, a 26 first, a 26 second, and a 27 first. So I ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I ended up getting 7 picks total. And one of them is a 6th rounder, which, it's whatever. That's the throw in. Can't believe you raped Hess like that, bro. Hess is the one. Look, he sent me the offer. He sent me the offer. And this is also weeks and weeks of going back and forth. And Hess wants a championship. And I even said it you think that I really want to give up all these players? I do not. It's going to take someone overpaying. And what's the best reason to overpay in a trade with picks if it's going to win you a championship? He just put himself in prime position to win a championship this year, and maybe even in future years as well. His team's really good. And last year I made a trade with Hess that fucked me over because I traded him Jordan Love for Deshaun Watson and a first. And I ended up getting Romy Rome with that pick. And Jamie said, holy shit, you made out in that deal. I mean, that's the only kind of deals that I make, though, like this. Because, if I'm rebuilding, I don't want players. I want all picks. All picks. Because you know what? These picks in 2025, I don't know who I'm going to be able to get with those first and second rounders, but I know shit, I might be able to do 2 seconds for a first, you know, or even go after some solidified players with the first rounders that I have. Yes, Keenan Allen, not Josh Allen. I don't have Josh Allen in that league. But that was a big time trade for sure. And I made another big time trade with him recently in a different one, in another one where he's going for in another one where he's going for it all. Let me see. And that's why this is exactly why I say just don't give up. Like, don't give, like, man, he needs Keenan Allen. Go look at his team. His wide receivers are weak. And that was 3 wide receivers got sent to him in this deal. 3 wide receivers. And let me see. This was in another league where I'm also rebuilding. Bad schedule plus rebuilding. So I gave up Keenan Allen, Derrick Henry, and Andrew Van Ginkel for a 25 first, a 25 second, and a 25 third, and a 26 first. What do you guys think about that? Keenan Allen, Derrick Henry, Van Ginkel for a 25 first, second, and third, and a 26 first. And Crispy said it's terrible. It's not terrible. If he gets a championship because of it, it's not terrible. It's one of the best moves that he could ever make. Because just like in real life, fuck those picks. Fuck those picks. And a lot of people, they may get these picks and then like totally fuck it up, you know? Like, you got to do the right things with these picks. Man, you guys don't think that like Trey moitered him. You guys don't think that you would do a move like that to like, I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but at this point of the season, everybody knows pretty much where they're at. Like, you know, if you're a contending team, you know, if your team is garbage, you know, you don't think it's worth it to like, I've even told them too, the first and the seconds are the only thing that have extreme value. And even the second, when it's a winning team, that 210, 211, 212, it's not really that valuable at the end of the day. Nah, get out of here. Crispy said throw Dinky and now might as well give him Tony.
Man, fuck Tony.
Get out of here. Jamie said, got to tune into the 420 Hustler so we don't fuck up our rookie picks. Exactly, man. Exactly. Got to keep hitting with these rookie picks, and we got to be smart the way that we use them. Like right now, if you're a rebuilding team, you trade for as many first and seconds as you can. But you just got to remember, if someone is trying to buy a championship, that's exactly what it means. It doesn't mean you get to buy a championship for nothing. Because why the fuck would I trade if I'm not gonna benefit in the amount of picks that I'm gonna get in my rebuilding squad? You know, I think too many people think of it like the NFL, but yeah, I mean, it's nowhere close. Like, there's 32 teams, so like each of those first round picks is so valuable. I mean, these first round picks in our leagues, I mean, there's only 12. You know, like they're valuable, but it's just a lot different when there's less players to go around in general. Hey, Nigel, what up, Nigel? Said 3 QB league: Cousins, Rodgers, Pesos, CMC for Mahomes, Goff, and Pickens. I mean, it's tough, man, to like give up. Like, who's your other QB though? Yeah, who's the other QB that you have? Because you have another QB, right? At least one, to where like you'd still have 3 starters. You know, like you have one, plus you're getting Mahomes and Goff as well. Let me know. It's actually, should I trade Kareem Hunt, Brian Thomas Jr. for Gibbs? Pacheco should be coming back at some point. I mean, you could try. I doubt anybody would do that. I mean, feel free to try, but in Dynasty, like there's probably no chance in hell that anybody would accept that. You've got to remember, when like you don't even want to trade away players when you're in a position to win. you want to trade away picks and like all of them, because as long as the guys that you have on your team, like the guys who you were potentially thinking about trading, like Hunt, he's going to have like little to no value next year. So yeah, if you can move him, like go ahead, but he's also someone who might be worth just dying on your bench like this year, you know, because like what if they ease Pacheco back in and it's kind of like close to a 50-50 split? It could be. Pacheco's way better, but they need to get Pacheco not hurt, you know? Nah, Nigel, man, you're doing too much, bro. He said Trey Lance and Penix. Fuck, I feel Daniel Jones will lose his spot to Cousins. To what? Daniel Jones loses a spot to Cousins at some point. Nah, this is not a good move for you, bro. Like, if you don't have 3 QBs, you are losing anyways. Okay? Like, if you don't have, let me reiterate, in these 3 QB leagues, if you do not have 3 QBs, you will not win anyways. Trust me. Trust me. Like, you might be able to go get some people off of waivers, and I've done it. Like, I've actually won a championship with, it's 2 or 3 years ago now, with whoever the hell was the random fill-in, like on week 17 for the Vikings, you know, but like, that's all it is. If you don't have 3 QBs, like, you will not go far. You won't make it to the championship. Corey, should I offer Cook, Stevenson, JSN for CMC now? The Barkley guy being lame said he won't do it without me giving Henry. Yes, that's like pointless. I would try. I would still be excited about getting CMC as well. And just good for not trying to like press the issue with that guy. Like, if he like, it had to be done by today. So like, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, guys obviously getting greedy. It's a fool's errand. You got like, is the CMC guy, is he a fringe playoff team? Kind of like you said that other guy is. Nigel said those QBs are all on bye next week. Oh, fuck. That's tough, man. I mean, I feel like you got to do what you got to do then. Yeah, because I guess even running one spot down, I mean, you'd be running with all 3 spots down next week, and you'd be losing anyways. What's your record? Cause says, so we're selling low on Brian Thomas. Well, not necessarily. Like in redraft, sure. Like, I mean, redraft, he might be droppable, so I don't know who would trade you, you know, there. But in Dynasty, I want to use a guy like him if it can help me really level up. So I'm not saying just get rid of him and sell him low. Like, what that dude was asking specifically was, should he trade, who was it, a second and Brian Thomas? You know, like, that is kind of selling low on him in the grand scheme of things, but it was to get someone like Gibbs, you know. So using him as, I don't know, as a quote unquote throw in a trade, you know, I guess that would be selling low. No, Johnny, it's not Dynasty. It's one of my 3 QB leagues, the redraft ones. Chewy had traded Pacheco and Evans for Cup. Don't trade Hunt. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would have rather had the Pacheco and Evans, but Zach, I have a 25 third pick. I don't have a second. Okay. And you already traded your first. Who'd you trade the first and second for? I know it's kind of off topic, but Daniel Jones loses the starting job. Probably not. And Cousins to Penix. No, Cousins is not losing. Cousins has been one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and their team is in first place right now. Unless he gets hurt, Penix is not coming in. Of course, he has CMC has same record as Barkley guy. Yeah, try for that. Try to get in communicado with him. See if it's even, because, you know, don't even know if it's a possibility. Bake said, weird, YouTube sent me back to the beginning of the stream. What the hell happened? Yeah, everything's still working and stuff. If you guys have not hit that like button, everybody hit that like button. Let's see how many we have. Let's see. We could do more. Come on. Get a couple in there. Chris, I wish I could make a move in the league, but taking 2 QBs into the playoff is not good. Yeah, you're talking about in the number 1. Yeah. Yeah, kind of tough. Let's see. Yeah, and Hess beat me last week too. If I would have beat Hess, that would have been something different. It sucks because I'm putting up respectable numbers, but respectable is still losing. So I'm glad I made this move. Beefed up for a while. Oh, nice. Traded a first round for Nico. Hell yeah. Nice. Very nice. See, that was a good move. I mean, it sucked. I don't know if you did it when he was hurt already. It sucked if you did it when he's healthy and then he got hurt. But no, it's a good move, though. Jamie said in a single QB dynasty, would you rather have Carr or Winston? Carr. Yeah. Can't remember who I traded the second for. If you go to the league page and you scroll down and look for the transactions, you can like click on your name and then you can change it to trades. And then you can easily just go find whatever trades you made and look that way. Brad, we stand away from the Dolphins players. I mean, I feel like they're going to bounce back also, but I also don't want to pay up. And I feel like unless you're getting like Tyreek for like nothing, I don't know. I just don't want to mess with it. Like, especially if I'm winning, like I don't want to mess with something that's already been doing good and try to throw a wrinkle of Tyreek in there. And then Tyreek ends up not doing good. You know, that would just suck. So yeah, in theory and everything that we know about football and Tyreek is that, yeah, he should bounce back. But everything that we've seen this year, and let them know, Papa J, wipe those feet as you come in and show some love. That means hitting that like button on the way in. See, Wolves, I need to trade or drop. 1 of 1, Mixon, JT, Connor, A-Chain, Pacheco, Collins, Lamb, Evans, Adams, Cup. Last place has Gibbs and CMC. Thoughts? I mean, I'd be trying to make a move for CMC. I mean, I don't know like if it's going to be possible, but I'd be trying to do that. Trying to trade a wide receiver and a running back, you know, for him. Nick Von B, what up? Said, hey, Hustler. Said, been dealing with some medical stuff, but got, man, hope you're all right, bro. He said, got, I'm assuming Purdy, but got Purdy against in with Russell Wilson on my bench. Man, I kind of want to play Wilson. Like, I mean, dude, look at how the Ravens have been giving up just the extreme booty. Like, not just in the last couple games, like, but this entire year. Brad, some 7-3, lost 3 straight. Got him on Ra, Olave, DJ Moore, Brian Thomas. I desperately need to move. Well, I feel it. But just because you lost 3 games in a row, you're still 7-3. So don't even think about you losing 3 games in a row. Look at your matchup this week. You probably played 3 tough games in a row, unless it's you shitting the bed, you know, like not you, but like your team, like shitting the bed. And Ron said, what's the strain of the day? You're smoking on some wafers, helado mints. Yes, sir. It is 25% THC. Shout out to the Wafers crew. Taking good care of your boy. Always showing love. Elias, what's a realistic return for CD now? In what? In redraft or dynasty? In redraft, I feel like you can't ask for much. Like, whoever gets them, like, they're going to be buying CD for the low. There's like nothing else. Like, there's no other option. No one's paying up for them in redraft. Jamie, dynasty shallow, 19 roster spots drop. Curtis Samuel from Etchie. Yeah. I would. Last year said James Conner, Tank Dell, and Brooks for CMC Mike Evans 3 weeks ago. Nice. Damn, Nick Von B said grade 3 concussion. Man, I hope you're all right, bro. Hope you're all right. You able to smoke? I'm sure that would help. Zach says part of a trade that I did last year. I traded a 25 second. Oh, and a 24 pick for Saquon and Bryce Young. I mean, dude, that's winning though. That's winning. I mean, who cares? Fuck Bryce Young. For Saquon, hell yeah, man. I don't have Bryce Young anymore though. I'm not mad at you. When Tucker added Molden and dropped Chenal, he was 0% rostered. Who the fuck is Molden? The fuck is Molden? Let's see. Oh, Holland. Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. I mean, Granderson probably versus Cleveland is a good pickup. Oh, I see that Molden right there. Oh, yeah, he has been doing pretty good for the Chargers. Yeah, totally forgot. And hey, there you go. You got Cashman too, man. See? Way better. Your team is in such better shape, like right now. Such better shape right now. And all it took was a $2 super chat. That was it. Go get that dub. Brad was projected to win the last 2 weeks to put up 90 and 97. Well, who lost it for your team? Like, who underperformed? Redraft, yeah. I mean, we just got to be realistic, knowing that nobody is going to pay for CD what they would have paid for him 3 or 4 weeks ago. You know, like, you're lucky if you could get a 1-for-1 trade. I feel like you legit might even have trouble. You might even legit have trouble finding anybody that wants to trade for him. Ice Boying, Goff to a Rodgers this week, leaning on Goff. Nice. Chewy got the vape. THC 82%. Let's go. Oh man, Nick Von B said I wish though. He said that's why I said puff puff pass, as the meds are making it hard. Fuck, man. That's rough, bro. Zach said, who should I trade for, Henry or Gibbs, do you think? I think you should try for both, because time is of the essence. And like, if one person doesn't pay attention right away, you know, I'd be happy getting either one of these. Like, who should you trade for? You should trade for Gibbs, you know, because that's the better long-term dynasty like play. Who's probably more likely to win you a championship this year? Probably Henry. Brian Thomas and a third and another player. Hey, you might have to throw 3 players to get one of those two if it's only a third rounder. I mean, I would try with Brian Thomas and a third. As soon as they decline, go add another player. So I would already have like another player in mind that you're willing to add. Go look at their weaknesses. See if you can fill any void that they might have. Brad said DJ Moore, Brian Thomas, and Jaden Daniel. Fuck. Okay. It makes sense. It makes sense. Okay. Yeah, they've been fucking you. And it ain't going to get any better this week. So I feel you. I feel you. Good matchups, bad matchups, doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it's like these guys I want to have on the bench. DJ Moore has one of the best schedules for wide receivers in the NFL. And I literally want to sit him every game. It's fucking stupid. Toker one, well worth the $2 super chat. You demand. You demand. And Chris said everyone underperformed, but Jason Burrow, right? And Lamar. Lamar did really good last week. He actually outscored Burrow. But yeah, this is a really, really bad week. Okay, Zach said those teams are weaker wide receivers. So already have a second wide receiver that you would potentially throw in there. But remember, not one of like your starters or anything, though. You're trying to trade bench depth for this. But it can't be bullshit depth like either. I'm not telling you that, because there's players that, you know, there's players you could throw in that would just ruin a trade and sour a whole trade. So you don't want to throw trash players in there. Chewy said this trade just happened in my league with CD for CMC and Kittle. Wait, CD for CMC and Kittle for Ferguson and Rice. So it was a 3-way trade. Rarely see those 3-way trades happen. Yeah, is that what it was? Cause how do I get AJ Brown on my team? I have Hurts, Bijan, Chase. Well, here's what you have to go do. It's not necessarily about what you have on your team, it's about that other team. So first, go see, does that team with AJ Brown, are they a playoff team? If they are, like if they've already locked in a playoffs, like why would they do that? Like if they're like a fringe like playoff team, or they need to actually make a move so they can like make it, then you're more than likely to get him. Well, not more than likely, but then you have a better chance of getting him. Nigel with the super chat. Connor for Smith Sutton or Swift Sutton. It's because he's on bye this week, right? Swift sucks, man. That's such a downgrade from Connor. And I know that Sutton's an upgrade, like we're looking at it in a vacuum. But like, man, I don't know. Like, do you need to win this week? If you need to win this week, like I'll say, yeah. And Chewy says this league is weird with trading. Yeah, I feel like the 3-team trades. The only time I've ever been tagged in a 3-team trade, I just fucking declined it. And I said, I'm not doing a 3-team trade. It's like I'd have a hard enough time trading with one of you guys, let alone 2. It gives more options, but it's way harder to actually, because I'm not trying to just make some fair ass trade. We want mutually beneficial trades, but definitely like the side that people see me get. More often than not, I feel they'll say that's the winning side. Brad said, I think it was CD. Zach Brian Thomas Jr., Wicks in a third. I mean, he could try it, but I mean, Wicks is like nothing. He's like nothing. So I don't know. That might be a waste. Just give me all the wide receivers that you have on your squad. Let's try it. Let's start there. Just try all that. Because if they need wide receivers, let's see who you got. And John, what up? What up? Cousins or Winston? This week, Winston. Nigel said need it on 5-5. Well, you're 5-5, but what's like, I would be doing more research. Like, look at what matchups you have this week and over the next couple weeks. Like, if it looks really bad for you, I'd probably just make the trade. But yeah, the trade's not that good for you, but I understand. Abraham, Brock Ryder, Josh Oliver. Oliver this week. And Kaz said, hush, you the best. Spitting real facts, yo. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. I'm not going to be like those other fantasy guys who just talk out of their ass and, just tell you shit that like sounds good. I tell you guys the shit that you need to hear, not the shit you want to hear. I guess that's the difference between me and a lot of other people is I'm not going to lie to you to make you feel, or I'm not going to, I wouldn't even say lie. I bet these guys don't even lie. I'm not going to tell you something that you want to hear to make you happier with me, because sometimes you might not be happy with the answer that you get, but I guarantee it's the best thing to do. Guarantee. I've seen it all, been there and done that. Jamie, someone tried to offer me Waddle, giving up Pickens. Hate those same position trades like that. Yeah, dude tried to convince me Waddle has more long-term value when he's 2 years older. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I really don't like the position for position like trades either. And like, yeah, if he has more long-term value, why do you want Pickens then? Like, that's what's always funny is like, why? Like when I was doing a trade negotiation, like I was kind of talking shit about the guy's team because like I sent him like not a good trade, but he is desperate for a quarterback in one of these 3 QBs, in one of these 3 QB leagues. And I was like, dude, Pacheco probably not going to be 100% of the running back. It was Hunt that was in there. And I can't remember what else I said. I was like, dude, you either need to make a trade or you're about to sink with the ship either way. So I was like, I said you could counter and go ahead and counter, but you need a quarterback really bad. You're not going to get one that you want. You're going to get like the only one that's available. I may be getting DK and Smith. Okay. Nice. John said need 1 flex, 1 receiver. Stevenson, Tillman, Pickens, JSN, Ray Davis. Pickens for the receiver. think I'm leaning Tillman with the flex. Might be one of the last times you can play Tillman with any kind of confidence. And Zach Nico, Monra, Zay, Jaden, Brian Thomas, Jalen McMillan, Darius Slayton, Jalen Tolbert, Wicks. Shit, I really feel like I guess I would even be willing to throw in Jaden Reed in this. Like Jaden Reed and Brian Thomas in a third for one of those guys. Potentially, yeah. Toker one, appreciate you, bro. He said, support the content. You can't afford for it to go away. Hell yeah. And you can sign up for like $5 a month. Costs less than a cup of coffee. And yeah, that really makes a difference. And there's a lot of different tiers on there. So it just depends on how much you're able to support. But yeah, click the link that Toker1J just sent. And it's 420crew.com. That's another way you can get there. Knee Hall, what up? Dobbins or Brian Robinson? Dobbins. T or Pickens? Pickens. Amon Rod, Tank Dell for Pickens and Nico. No. Brad said Tracy BTJ Waddle for Marvin Harrison Jr. and Wandale. If it's redraft, no. And even if it's dynasty, kind of leaning no as well. Crispy says sending me a bunch of 2-year bench shit for one great player is a great way to get ignored. Yeah, exactly. That's why I gotta remind people, like, you can't send trash. Like, I mean, just, you know, you can't send trash. Like, the players, unless someone's desperate for a certain specific position, like in these 3 QB leagues, the guy who I sent Hunt and Mac Jones for CMC. Like, of course, I knew that was going to get declined, but the guy was so turned off that there was no countering or anything either. That just, you know, he was very, very disrespected by that trade. And Mr. Vengeance trades CD and Kamara for Gibbs, Cup, and DK. If it's redraft, yeah. What up, Tony? Said week 14 and I'm kind of cooked. What? It's only week 11. Said most of my studs. Oh, in week 14, you're kind of cooked. I mean, dude, everybody is. Everybody is. Week 12 and week 14, 12 teams on bye combined. He says my depth piece is in. I'm locked into the playoffs, but I'm in a 2-person race for the bye week, and no one's biting on any trades. Any advice? Well, what's your record? 1. And then number 2, go look at your schedule in those weeks. Like, go see, does your opponent in that week have a shitload of people on bye? Mentally, you know, it'll probably not make you freak out, you know, knowing that other people are in the same position as you, especially if it's your opponent. And yeah, if you say that you're competing for a bye week right now, you know, I mean, that means you're one of the top teams, right? So I would say don't panic. That's one thing that I would say is don't panic. Zach said Jaden Reed, Brian Thomas Jr. in the 3rd for Gibbs or Henry. I'd try for Gibbs first. Yeah, I'd do Henry 2nd if that doesn't work. And Jennifer, what up? 12-man dynasty, PPR, half-point running back. Okay, PPR. Half-point running back premium, 1.0. Tight end premium. I'm contending. The other is not. The first is likely 102, 101, 102. Other picks are late. Seems like a no-brainer. Let's see. I'd get Kittle, Ridley, Jefferson, Stroud. That's a lot. I'd send Pitts, Caleb, 25 early 1st, 25 3rd. So what is your record? Yeah, what is your record right now? It does kind of seem like a no-brainer. But you're pretty much trading away your entire future for those players. How long has this Dynasty League been in existence? Nigel said, why are the Vamp Leagues no more trades? Because trades are done for the Vamp Leagues. The Vampire can still trade, but everybody else can't. Because, like, when the Vampire trades, they don't even trade. I go in and do the swap. And Alan, I'm 9-1, 10-teamer, need a flex, Pearsall, Pollard, or Dubs. I think I would play... I think I would play Pearsall. Yeah, I think I'll play Ricky in this one. And Dylan, let's see. Put this in again, Dylan. Like, I know that this was probably the most efficient for you, putting it all like in the same message, but it actually like scrambles my brain when like you do this. And it's not your fault. Like a lot of people do this. I've just been more telling people, especially like right now when there's not that many comments in, just put in all the positions separate. It makes it way easier for me to like hone in on those, like, on the questions individually. When there's so many players here, it, sometimes just rattles my brain and like it makes me not think properly. And now, so I'm going against the stacked Vamp team. Whoo! I'm 9-1 by team. Oh man. Oh man. Godspeed, bro. This is what gets really crazy. It's really, really crazy because so you've already played the Vamp, right? And you played them in the beginning when they hadn't had when they weren't stacked, right? And Brad said Tracy for T. Higgins. I have Saquon, JT, Hunt, and Chubb at RB. Well, like Hunt is gonna be like his value is dropping because of Pacheco coming back. So like he's not gonna be the 100% guy anymore. Chubb, kind of a tough schedule. I feel like I don't want to give up Tracy because Tracy's schedule is so nice. It is so nice. So I'm leaning no. And Jeff from 6-4 and ranked 5th, and this is a new league. Okay. So I'm assuming that a move like this really puts you in the driver's seat to win a championship. And I'm okay with that. And I probably would do it. Especially if it's a brand new league and like, you know, if people aren't on it to where like if you don't have to go pay for those like years, then it just makes it easier because if the league folds, then that just benefited you as well. Cash Money, what up?
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
And as it was offered to Monra, Brian Robin Jr. for Hill, Kyren, Wire Series, Puka. So you being 8-2, I'm just saying hold because like you're winning on the wide receiver and then you're losing on the running back. So you're kind of like in the exact same position. If you just win on a player and lose on a player, unless you traded away the person that ends up getting injured, kind of in the same spot. So I'm just gonna say no. Ooh, I like that, Jamie. I haven't done too much looking at the bets, but yeah, let's do it. Got it line 3.5 receptions, 30.5. Taking the over on both these. Redskins average to tight end 4 receptions, 37 yards. They haven't faced too many talented tight ends. Okay. Zach said, so I'd have Pollard to replace Jaden Reed in my flex spot if the trade's accepted. Well, wouldn't the person that you're trading for go into the flex? Or like the person who's in your RB spot, like wouldn't they go to the flex over Pollard? Or is Pollard the RB2 that you got? Brad says, should I run out? Show around the good old 3 QB strategy with Saquon, JT, and Tracy till one of my wide receivers comes back from the dead. I'm not mad at it. Like, shit. I mean, Saquon and JT, I mean, they're smash. They're smash starts no matter how bad or good the matchup is. And Tracy has a lot of good matchups coming up. So I think a lot of times, more often than not, you'll want to start them there anyways. Jonathan said start 2 between JSN, Devontae Adams, Pearsall, full PPR to go in Wilson and Flowers, wide receiver 1 and 2. Leaning JSN and Devontae. And Tony's on that 14 bye week question. My opponent is equally fucked. Okay, see, there you go. So we're both probably missing. We're both missing QBs that week, so it'll probably be fine. See, there you go. Like now, at least mentally, you know that at least your opponent is fucked. Doesn't matter about everybody else. If your opponent is fucked at the same time, like you just make moves. Let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. And are you a PF tiebreak type of person or a matchup tiebreaker type of person? Points 4. Yeah. Because the whole season should count. For those record ties. Like it should. The overall should fucking come into play. Because the matchups could be fluky. Like you could have played someone where you had 6 teams on bye and they had nobody on bye. And that would just be fucked. So I like the points 4. Crispy Higgins needs to get his ass back now. Yeah, he better be. And Zach said, oh yeah, Hunt would go on that flex spot. Okay, yeah, see. Yeah, T sucks, dude. He really does, man. Like it was so nice to like draft him so late, and we're all like, yes, super fucking stoked, and he has good games, and then he's motherfucker. James said, Barkley's line's at 95.5, still taking the over. He's been killing it, dude. Like, isn't he averaging like almost 100 a game for the season right now? Redskins averaging 116 yards a game to the running backs last 4 games. They face the Steelers, Bears, Panthers, Giants. Not any of them elite talent like Barkley for sure. And Barkley at 3 out of the last 4 games. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm rocking for about 2 hours. Who's going to throw in like a $5 super chat so I can take fat ass dab right here for you guys? Woo. Don't forget to check out the start and sit videos, guys. All right. Let's see. Took one, upgrade my membership, bro, because I'm going to need some extra help. You the man. Let's see. Does it show me here? Wonder if it shows me on Patreon. Hey, there we go. Upgraded to a superstar supporter. You the man, Toker 1. That is the most popular tier now as well. I know for the longest time it was the $5 tier, but so many people started getting on the $10 tier just because like the extra help and everything, and I feel like it's just good karma. Like either way, because trust me, like you guys could be, even when I started, like it was funny. Guy like Corey, he signs up for like $1 when I had $1 like 5 years ago. And he's like, bro, what's the difference between like the $1 and the $50? And I was like, the difference is you love me a lot more if you're paying 50. Because I was like, right now, I want you guys to know how good I am that even at $1, I'm giving you $50 treatment. And he respected it so much that he bumped up and up and up a couple times. So it was awesome, man. I appreciate that because it shows me that I'm doing a good job as well. And that's all I'm trying to do with all this is like kill it for you guys, kill it for myself, for my family, and keep having fun experiences and creating leagues. And Alan, sit one out of Pollard, Gibbs, B-Rob. I think I'll lean B-Rob on Thursday. I think I will lean sitting B-Rob on Thursday. Tony, what type of player you think Tillman and Downs? What type of player you think Tillman and Downs in a trading package could get? A higher end RB2, maybe a mid-level RB2, maybe a higher end wide receiver 2, because I mean there are some people who like Tillman. But yeah, I feel like Downs is gonna bring that down. And Jamie said rushing QBs versus the Redskins. Dan Jones got 30, 32, and 54 yards. Lamar reached 40. Hertz line is 41.5. So I'm betting the over or take the alternate 40. Nice. Good shit, Jamie. Oh, nice. And Toker One said upgrade to the elite level. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I see it. There we go. Superstar to elite. You the man. Much appreciated, bro. You're the shit. Oh, and look at Crispy with the $5 super chat. He wants to see it. Crispy wants a show here. All right. Let's get the dabs a flowing. Whoop. There we go. Look, got the two options right here. I got I put the wafers diamonds in one of the drip cases. So it's one is drip and one is wafers. All right, finish this bowl, and then we're going to get crazy on the dab for Crispy. You the man, Crispy. And it said, how much has Downs start dropping since the Colts are acting like the Giants coaching staff? Yeah, I mean, his value has gone down for sure. And now that what's his name's coming back, it's going to be even worse. Jaden Daniels passing yards 226.5. Only at that mark 5 out of 10 games, so I'm taking the under. For 200. Okay, nice. Yeah, because I feel like, the Eagles. They're gonna. I don't think he's getting 230. Well, I don't think he's getting 227. How about that? Because that's exactly what he needs, right? Toker 1J. Woo, making a double dab. Oh, man, I better hurry up before someone tries to triple me up here. About to get extra fucked up. Let's go. Hey, Frank, salute, bro. Deontay Worth, the last bench spot over Judy. Yes, but barely. And, both of these guys are, droppable to me. So I would rather have the guy who seems like he's on a better offense. But I don't know. Judy still might be the guy. Of the two. Whew. All right. Woo. With Flacco at Downs as a must start. With Richie's a must sit. Right. Starting Waddle over Downs. Yeah, that's ugly. Crazy how that's even a thing where we think that that's bad at this point. If anybody would have said at any point during the season, you're gonna bench Waddle for Downs, people would be like, get the fuck out of here. Why? Because the matchup is so much better, whatever. And literally where Waddle is a must sit, even with Tua, he's a must sit. How fucking crazy is that? And the Cowboys just signed Greer. We firing him up.
All right. Fire him up.
Oh, man. So funny. Tucker, what if you ain't fucked up? You're just fucked. All right. Ooh, here we go. All right. Here's the diamonds. I like throwing in the diamonds in second. Just the consistency makes it a little bit easier to deal with. All right. Dude. Look at the drip. And the drip, a little bit of diamonds also in there. Right. Hold on. Let me answer B's question in here. All right. If Winston wins me this week, I'm ordering his jersey. Ah, man, don't do that. He's probably going to be on a different team next year. It's a good matchup for him. Let's wait till you win a championship. Like, do not jump out the window for anybody until they help win you a championship. Trust me, that is the way to do it. Oh, man. It smells so fucking good. It feel like Pineapple Express. It's like God's vagina. There we go. Fat start. All right. Yep, tokening up just as important as setting your lineup. I mean, it's just like can't do one without the other, right? Just like Married with Children. You can't have one without the other. Oh, man, look at this. Fat. Oh, man, I'm a little nervous. This is fat. All right. All right. Here we go. Jamie said, I'll buy you a Winston jersey if it's in your lineup week 17. Right? He has a real shit week 17, right? If I'm not mistaken. They got the Dolphins week 17. That's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. If he coughs, he has to start over. I'm going to die, so there will be coughing going down. All right. Tuck your balls and get ready for the ride. Yabba dabba doo. Dude, a couple good things are happening over the course of this next week. So Noble's birthday is this Sunday. So I'm probably not going to be streaming as long on Sunday as I normally would. I mean, we'll be going through the games and stuff. He doesn't even wake up that early. And then next week we got MJ BizCon. Got a lot of networking coming. Hess coming into town. Woo. Woo. Fuck.
Good shit.
Oh, fuck. Whew. God damn. Brad, would you rather have Tillman or Amari Cooper for the fantasy playoffs? I think Amari Cooper. Let me look at their schedules. I know the Browns do not have a good schedule. Yeah, they only got Cincy in week 16, which is like a plus matchup. Then you got KC and Miami in week 15 and 17. That's not good. Ooh. Like the Bills, at least they have two good matchups in week 14 and 15. But yeah, they got New England in week 16. That's not that good. And then they got the Jets in week 17. That's not that good. So both kind of have fucked up playoff schedules. I don't think I'd trade one for the other. John said Cousins, Herbert, or Goff this week. I'm leaning Goff. Herbert, I mean, I'm not downplaying how much I like Herbert this week. I just think Goff versus the Jags is gonna be nice. Frank, TJ Edwards or Wagner? Man, why do you have to decide between those guys? Oh, wait. Hold on. I answer this. Let's see. I'm leaning TJ Edwards over Wagner. Yeah. Jamie says the Tyson Paul fight this weekend. It's Friday. If you guys need a way to watch it, hit me up ASAP. I can start offering 420 crew discounts on this. So I mean, we've done so good over the last like year. The price raised on the product for like the new people, and it's up to like $40, but I can get it cheaper than that for 420 crew members. So if you guys need a way to watch the fight and you want to pay, just a couple bucks, and then you get like everything else, like versus the, I don't know, what is it, 50, 60, 70, 80, something like that. But yeah, Friday, I'll be here streaming. I'm not going to be streaming the fight, but I will be live smoke sessioning with you guys while we are watching the fight, though. And yep, it is tomorrow. Toker, I'm jealous of that hit, bro. Man, that one got me. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like when I like take a hit that like really, really kills me, like you'll see me close my eyes. Like I've had it time where I've fucking taken a hit and like looking around, like getting the spins and shit. So like if I take a hit that like is that tough, like you'll see me fucking closing my eyes. And on that, oh man, it's like, I don't know, you can't really like try to like keep your eyes open when you cough, right? So I just like keep whoo. Jamie said the fight's on Netflix, right? Yes, sir. Chris, I'm debating on Tyreek Adams or D-Hop in the flex. I've been starting Tyreek all this season, but it's tough to keep doing that. I'm with you, bro. Someone asked, like, are we giving up on them? And I said, I haven't fully given up, but on a scale of 1 to 10, like 10 being the most confident, I'm only like a 3, like on them. It's really bad. Yeah, because I feel like could he go out there and do really good? Like, sure, like he always could. But like, I think the reason why the Raiders haven't been giving up a bunch of points to the wide receivers is because like the running backs just get off on them. And so took 4 of us to roll up a doobie with that paper to come that come in the Cheech and Chong album, right? Because what was that? That was like an ounce, like an ounce zigzag, right? Like that was to put. Like, did you guys put more in there? I mean, I've seen it. I've seen that album and like, the one that has like the paper in, like seen that like before, but yeah, I think it can like just an ounce, right? John, JSN or Smith tonight? Leaning JSN over Smith. Bake said I'm taking the over on Jake Paul losing an ear. Bro, did you see he had like a diamond like cover for his ear and he had it for both of them? He was like, he ain't biting my ears. It's funny because like, man, this is like pro wrestling at its finest. Like Jake Paul is just being the super fucking heel like right now. And like Tyson doesn't even have to be. Like he literally can say nothing and like everybody's loving him. And Jake is like hyping the fuck out of people by talking shit like to them. Like, I don't know how many people he called a bitch, like in that press conference that they did yesterday. And it's like the last one before it. But man, it is so funny. Like it's good. I hope it's not a joke of a fight. And I hope Mike Tyson knocks him the fuck out, man. Like, Tyson still has power. Like, he might not have the cardio, like he used to, but it's only 2-minute rounds as well. It's not 3-minute rounds. It's 2 minutes. That's going to be, I mean, that's taking 33% of that round away, because normally it's like 3-minute rounds, right? And that is huge for like helping him like last longer in the fight. And Chris said, appreciate that. Was a tough choice. I'm rolling both Jets receivers. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but at least it's a good matchup. At least it's a good matchup to do it. Hey, B's in the house. I was just shouting out the wafers that we were smoking on the wafers lights, and we were smoking on some drip. Fuck yeah, dude. I just took the fattest dab of my life. And whoo, got me. And so I got the drip dabs, and I got the wafers diamonds. They're both in the drip containers because I had to get it in a smaller container. But yeah, when the wafers and drip powers combined, it leads to extra getting fucked up. And if you guys are on IG, go follow them at Wafers Official, and it's wafers with a Z. Johnny, don't headbutt him and he won't bite your ear, right? Because like that was the whole thing. It's crazy how a lot of people like they don't even know like that part of it. Because yeah, I mean, how many times did he say like Holyfield? Like they were showing it on there. Holyfield's fucking headbutting him, and what did he do it like 4, 5, 6 times, like something like that. And Austin, what up, bro? It's going down, my brother. And Crispy said, I'm assuming that's Estime. Madison, Taysom over Downs. Taysom. Austin, would you trade away Lamb and James Cook to get JJ and Monty? Yeah, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Crispy, or just play Downs. No, what did I say? Taysom. Savage Jeremy, Fergie, Bucky, Tillman, DJ Moore, Sutton, JSN. What package would you offer for Pacheco? Pacheco on Jacob Swift, Aaron Jones, Chuba. So it might be all right, but has Henry and committed tight end. I mean, what's the record of the guy who has Pacheco? Like, I mean, that would definitely come into play. And like, you're showing me his running backs. I mean, I don't know if you would trade him, like more would probably be based on like the fucking the schedule or not the schedule, but what his record is like right now. Because if he's a playoff team, like, I don't know, no playoff teams are gonna like trade away hitters. Like, you got to see like the only guys you're gonna trade with right now are like teams that are like really trying to make it to the playoffs. Like they're like a playoff pretender right now, and it's like a trade that'll turn them from a pretender into a contender. Those are the only kind of guys that you're going to be trading with right now. So is the Pacheco manager, like, does he fit the build for that? And Bees didn't set the smoke detectors off. Yes, because I don't have the torch, and the smoke detector is over there. So it's like far enough away to where even if I was using the torch, I'm not close enough. But yeah, man, it's gonna be funny when they see the video of me in the Wafer studio setting off the smoke alarms. It was fiery in that biatch. And Chris said that we all want Mike to win. Would have preferred it not to happen. No one wants to see Mike get knocked out or hurt. Yeah, and the thing I'll tell you, like, he's locked in. He's locked in. Like, you see him when he's training, and he's like totally locked in. Like right now, like he's not a killer like he was back in the day. Like, he's not going to be ready to eat someone's face, or anything like that. But Jake Paul is just like on like the skill that they have. Like, there's no comparison. Like, Mike Tyson is one of the most skilled fighters in history. His precision and accuracy is just off the charts. But like, where does Jake Paul have them? With the cardio, can last longer. Who's got the power? I bet Mike Tyson still has more power. Who's got more speed? It's probably Jake Paul. But it's like, so can speed and endurance beat one of the most technically sound boxers of all time, who is, what is he, like 50 something, It's like 55. 55! Let's see, how old is he? But that's what it's going to come down to. Like, that's literally the matchup. Like, Jake Paul's speed and endurance versus Tyson's power, power hitting and accuracy. And, like, slow for Mike Tyson. He still looks fast for, like, any normal human being. It's 58. 58. And for the only wide receivers left are Elijah Moore, DeMarcus, Mechie, any of them worth picking up. Mechie. Yeah, I mean, maybe DeMarcus, but yeah, Mechie. And Tucker One said, Bees, if I come to Cali, I'm going to need that treatment, bro. And Jack said, would you? And we might, and Tucker One. So I know that for a while we were talking about like Vegas, like being the place. It might be a Los Angeles draft in August. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out there. Jack said, would you do Kyren and Marv for Neighbors and Tracy? Fuck, man, I don't know if I want to put all my eggs in the Giants basket, you know? Like, I mean, I like them both individually, but I bet there's games that they all get shut down because their team's so trash. So I'm going to lean on no. I would hold. And Ryan Dynasty Superflex, would you send Breeze for CMC? I guess it just depends on how much you want to win now, right? Because, I mean, if CMC, he's definitely more of a win now guy. As long as he doesn't get hurt next offseason, you know, he should be okay for the next like couple years, you know, like year or two. If you could get CMC for Brees, I would do it. Just what we saw in this first game back from CMC, he's normal CMC. Frazil, would you trade Flowers, Smith, Mixon to get JJ and Monty? Not in your position. Like what's your record now? Let me know your record now. And Brad, I got Hurts anytime TD, Terry over 60, AJ over 82.5, Saquon over 95.5. Nice. You can do it. Savage Jimmy 8-2. He said, and I'm 7-3, so I don't know. He said he has MVS and Mooney in his flex spot, so I'm just assuming he put Chuba in there when he's a full go. Yeah. So, yeah, you're really not going to like realistically, someone who's 8-2 or 9-1, they have no reason to trade any of their good players away. You know, like if it happens, like it seems like it would be luck, like more than anything. You need to be looking for like some of those 5-5 teams, you know, something like that. Someone that maybe they're right on the playoff bubble, like in or out, but just like right on that bubble. And you need to try to get one of their better players and then trade them like 2 or 3 pieces of your depth for that player. And this is why a lot of people like say that a lot of leagues don't trade. Leagues have like just people in general. There's only certain reasons why you would trade. Not everybody just trades to trade, you know? So like go look for some of those mid-level teams, those 5-5, the 4-6, those type of teams that are like on the outside looking in who need. You're trading out of want. They're going to be trading out of need. That's the difference. You want to trade with someone who needs to trade when you want to trade. If it's the other way around, you're going to have to overpay. And that 8-2 team, they're definitely going to be trading out of want, and you would be trading out of need in that case. Austin, pick one full PPR. Eckler, Higgins, Johnston. I think I'll hold for Higgins or QJ. So we'll see if Higgins is going to be playing, and then if he's not, you got QJ. Chris, that's true. I hope it's a good fight, though. I really do. Yeah, I really do. I don't even have any expectations. I want to see Mike win, but I'm already, you know, he's 60. Jake's 30. Literally half his age. If anybody could do it, it's him, right? And B said, of course, I got a call in the middle of that. Oh, no. So you didn't get you didn't get that? Dang, that sucks. And John said, Taysom Hill or Gesicki. So Chargers have been like since their bye week, I think they're giving up like the third least points or something like that to tight ends. So and the bullshit that we saw with Gesicki last time, I'm just gonna say start Taysom Hill. And is Knox startable? He's like 1 day away from being startable if Kincaid doesn't play. Brad said, personally, I want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. Fuck yeah, dude. I want to screen damn like I'm Ice Cube and Chris Tucker on Friday. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And I don't know where everyone's gonna be watching it, but I'll be streaming here. And you know, just like any other big sporting event. So we'll all be able to watch it together. Jose says it's a good trade. AJ Brown for London and McBride. If you're getting AJ Brown, that's a good trade. If you're sending him off, I'm kind of nervous about that. Guess it depends on your desperation at tight end. AT, I got 3 tight ends. He said, what do I do with this? Bowers, Andrew, McBride. Who should I package with Waddle to get a wide receiver upgrade? I mean, Bowers, people are probably still going to think of Bowers like the same way. So I would try to move him if you can. Because McBride's the best one you got. Like McBride, he's going to be the guy for you. I mean, obviously not this week because they're on bye. And I'd be okay starting Andrews like this week. And it's a bad matchup for Brock. But yeah, someone would be trading for Bowers because they need to. So yeah. For Zom 4 and 6, 7 then points 4, 14, man. Yeah. So you being 4 and 6, like, if you're going to do any kind of trade, it needs to be you trading one player away for like 3 players. And you might need to trade with one of the top end teams. But yeah, like that's what you'd have to do. Crispy said, I wish someone would offer me Brees for McCaffrey. And hey, not Asian. What is this? Not Asian food. What up? Said trade deadline's coming up week 12. I'm getting cooked by bye weeks. And 7 teams in our league are 5 and 5, including me. Fuck. So you got to win. I said I was thinking about moving Bijan and Addison for Josh Jacobs and Garrett Wilson. Fuck no, man. No. Bijan has been so good. Like, there's a lot of things you can do to improve your team. Trading away Bijan, I don't care the players that you get. Like, that's only making, like, even, like, take Addison out. He's trash. Like, you could probably drop him and pick up somebody better than him right now. But, like, even if you're trading Jacobs and Garrett Wilson for Bijan, I'd say no. Bijan has been so on fire, man. Like, you cannot trade him away. You're going to trade him away, and then that person's going to, like, win a championship because you traded him away. So, you're 5 and 5. There's 2 ways that you could go about this, but nobody's probably trading you because if there's 7 teams that are 5 and 5, I mean, that's like 6 other teams besides you that are not going to trade with you, you know? So it would be like, you might be able to make it like, if I don't know if there's a 4 and 6 team or like a 3 and 7, you know, team where they need to trade even more than you know, and then maybe you trade away like 2 players for one, but that one a little bit better. Or you trade not Bijan, but someone else on your team and you trade them for like 2 players. But Bijan's been so good. Like, you can't do that. And Savage Jeremy with those same players. Who would you want for Olave? Well, why are you trying to trade for Olave specifically? Like, have you found a team that's worth trading for? Because that's what I want you to look for, not for a player. Look for a team that's worth trading with. Yeah, and Olave's on IR, and he might not even come back. So I don't. Crispy said, "Young man gonna learn today." Mike all day. Tucker one grandpa gonna knock his ass out. Brazil, would you start Knox over Gesicki, John, if Kincaid is out? Yeah, I would. Dominic start Smith or Mooney. Bees, any Nico news? Let me see here. Let's see. Fuck. Do. All right, Texans news from 2 hours ago. Running back Damian Pierce returned to practice. Will Anderson is not practicing. Danielle Hunter's not practicing. Nico Collins is practicing and is on track to return to play against the Cowboys. So there we go. I think we're ready to fire up Nico.
All right. Fire him up.
Sorry, Jeremy's in. I could stash him. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting them for like nothing, but it's redraft, man. Like, you don't want to trade for guys like that. The Saints are going to be so done. Like, how many wins do the Saints have right now? Saints have 3 wins as of now. I just don't want it. He might not even come back. Chris 57. I just told smart ass young boy the other day that at my age I don't hesitate. He looked in my eyes and walked away. I bet, man. I bet. Crispy doesn't fuck around. And you're like fucking huge, like already. Frizzo, would you do Pop Douglas or Estime for the flex? Probably Pop. Because it looks like I would have to trade Mixon or to upgrade my wide receivers and flex. We'll see. And if you trade away Mixon, he's a starter for you. So now, like you need to replace. You would need to replace your running back too, plus fix your wide receivers and your flex. Trading him away. That's tough. Chris says likely to play this week. Took him off the IR. There we go. I mean, he had to, right? Because now that he's actually practicing, he's questionable. All right. I think it's about that time, guys. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. And yeah, we had a nice long show today. And we got Thursday night football. This is gonna be one. Should be a decent game. I'll be live for this one. And then what else do we got? And then we'll be live tomorrow in the morning, morning-ish. Depends on where you are in the country. And then we got the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight tomorrow. So we'll be watching that tomorrow night. And 420crew.com. Go join. You can join for free, but I recommend joining as a paid member. A lot of perks. Just go look and see what they are. A lot of different perks on getting advice, getting news, getting into leagues, all that type of stuff. And where else? FantasyFootballHustler.com. Go there. You can follow me everywhere on social media. We'll see you guys a little bit later. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the